To introduce to you from Invercargill, Grace. Just say hello and make sure the microphone's working properly.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Maybe we should swap, huh?
Now you can hear me.
There's meant to be an on switch. Oh, there is an on switch, right. Okay. Grace, welcome first of all.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us something about yourself, and in particular maybe something about your family background? You're clearly not from Invercargill, really.
No, although I do roll my oars, which they say is a big Southland trait, so I think I fit in pretty well down there. I'm from Kildare, in Ireland, which is just outside of Dublin, which most people would know of here. My father is from County Roscommon, and my mum is from County Galway, so I'm kind of a Westie, but I grew up in County Kildare, so I'm a lily white through and through.
I'll assume that's an Irish line. A lily white? What does that mean?
White. So the Kildare Gaelic team are the Lily Whites, so of course that's who I support. Sometimes I like Dublin too as well, though, of course, particularly this year.
Playing to the judges there already. She's got.
Well, I was born in Dublin, so I have to.
Yeah, but you can get over that. Anyway, sorry. Now, I noticed when I was reading the profiles, I've had the privilege, the chance to read all of their entry forms, so I know all sorts of things about them. But I noticed that you said that you had chosen to move to New Zealand and to build a new life here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what it was that prompted the move, and in particular the move to New Zealand?
Yeah, well, what happened was I finished up in college, and it was always something that I wanted to do, was to move away. And New Zealand was I was always just intrigued with the country. I just knew about the fabulous scenery, and I was always told that the cultures were quite similar. So it was pretty much a case of, particularly with Ireland going through quite a rough time at home, that it was a search for a job really that brought me particularly down to Invercargill. And after spending 2 years there, I just haven't looked back. So it's been fantastic. It really has become my new home.
Okay. And I noticed also that part of your description of what appeals to you about Southland is that you're what could be described as an outdoorsy sort of girl. You get out and about quite a bit. So is that a reflection of your Irish background, or is that something you've grown into while you've been in Southland?
It's actually something that I very much have grown into over here. We love to go tramping all the time, myself and all my friends. We love to just take advantage of all the fantastic facilities that are in Invercargill in particular, but also even the ski fields up going up to Central Otago. It's just been something that it's on our doorstep while we're here, so we're going to completely take advantage of it.
Now, I have some family who run a guest house at Manapori, and they enjoy having people come to visit, so I'll give you a card later on, I'm sure. I'm on commission, just by the way, so... no, seriously. Describe for us, you're now a Southland girl, and like probably me, a large number of people here will have grown up in New Zealand. And I've always been intrigued to know, although you say the cultures are fairly similar, what it is that's different or special about Ireland. So I'm going to set you a challenge. I want you to describe a typical Sunday at home with Mum and Dad.
Yeah. So I get up in the morning time, and the first thing would be get ready for Mass. I think that would be very, very typical of an Irish Catholic family at home. So get up and go to Mass, and then afterwards it would be all about having a good roast Sunday dinner. Of course, everything, just like Southland and New Zealand, the Irish people love to have their food. So that would be pretty much what would happen during the day, and then just pretty much spending time together. And just enjoying each other's company on a Sunday and taking time out to appreciate that.
You're allowed to say that you go to the pub.
Yeah, that could happen too, sure, yeah.
Sure. Now, you are a communications officer.
Yes.
You're a spin doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But what interested me in that is, do you see yourself as a writer? In other words, is there a novelist lurking inside there somewhere, bursting to get out?
I think so. I just think I think everybody has a story within them to tell, and I think it would be something that I'd like to do in the future, but it'd be a case of finding the right thing to write about. But on a day-to-day basis, it takes up a large percentage of the work I do, and I really enjoy getting out and about in Southland and talking to people from the community who are so passionate about where they live.
And storing up stories.
And finding the story within them, so it's really enjoyable.
Okay, so in a few years' time we might be looking for Grace's novel.
Maybe.
Okay, I'll look forward to it. All right, now my last question then is again to issue you with something like a challenge. Assume that you were being asked to participate in a program like Survivor. All right, okay. Describe for us one luxury item that you would have to take with you, and why that item?
Chocolate.
No, I said luxury, not essential.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace.
Well done, Grace.
Because I'm going to ask you a series of quick-fire questions. There's about a dozen of them, and they're either-or choices. First answer that comes into your head, let's have it. So, you ready? Let's start. Dan Carter or Thomas Abercrombie?
Dan Carter.
The Corrs or the Cranberries?
The Corrs.
Riverdance or Chicago?
Riverdance.
Hurricanes or the Crusaders?
Hurricanes?
No bias then, no bias then. Marmite or Vegemite?
Marmite.
Colin Farrell or Robson Green?
Sorry, I didn't.
Colin Farrell or Robson Green?
Robson Green.
Holden or Ford?
Holden.
Yeah.
Fish and chips or Chinese takeaway?
Oh, fish and chips.
Baileys or Chardonnay?
Baileys.
U2 or the Rolling Stones?
U2.
For an overseas holiday, Rarotonga or Bali?
Rarotonga.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Sinead O'Connor or Adele?
Sinead O'Connor.
Coronation Street or Shortland Street?
Oh, Shortland Street.
Guinness or Steinlager?
Steinlager.
Who will win the rugby series in June, the All Blacks or Ireland?
Ireland! From The Lonesome West by Martin McDonagh, and in this scene it's the character of Gerline, who has a little bit of a crush on the parish priest. But unfortunately it's a play, it's a comedy, but it deals with some dark and disturbing themes, and little does she know that this is the last conversation that she'll actually ever have with him. That was a nice sermon you did at Thomas's earlier. Almost made me cry in them words, did. I was down the back a ways. Father, have you been having a few drinks? I'm not starting on you, I'm not starting. I'm just teasing you. And I tease you to hide the deep passion I have for you within me. I'm only having a joke with you, Father. You're leaving tonight. But that's awful quick. No one in the parish will have a chance to say goodbye to you. Will you write to me from where you're going? Or at least give me your address, so I can write to you. I'm not scared of the cemetery at night, Father. Quite the opposite. I like it. Well, I'm not scared because, number one, you're here. But also, if you're sad or something, or lonely or something, you still have the chance of happiness. And it's more than all them dead ones have. And it's not like you're saying, ha, I'm better than you. Because you could have a life 10 times worse than what they had, and you would have been better off dead in the first place. But you can still pursue that happiness, and it's like they're saying, good luck to you. Is the way I see it anyway, Father. I'm going to be carrying home. Will you walk up with me? Okay. You will write to me, Father, won't you? See you so.